Yo, what is going on, guys? Skilled here, and in this video we're going to be talking about why I returned Watch Dogs and whether or not you should buy it based on my opinion. Well, I'm going to give you no-go on that. Well, for those of you who are also asking why I stopped my series on Watch Dogs, and that's because, I just didn't like it, and I can't play something that I don't like, and I'm going to explain why I don't like it and why I chose to return it to the store, which I bought it from the Microsoft store. And first, I'm just gonna start off that I'm not trying to hate on this game in any way, but I am trying to, just tell you how I felt when I played it. So first, let's go on. We gotta admit that the graphics on the Xbox One and PS4 act like, to me, PS2 style. They're not great graphics. They're not what they showed at E3. I know you're gonna say, oh, it was major PC, and okay, then why do you show that? Show real gameplay when you display something at E3, and that's why Ubisoft, as a fellow YouTuber of mine on YouTube, Boogie2988, said that they always use bait and switch tactics. Ubisoft, I can give them credit for that. They do use bait and switch tactics. They show you something cool at E3, and then they give you something horrible at the end when you actually buy it. And then right away, when I decided to open the game and I installed it, they said there was an update. Now, usually, I'm used to that by now, but seriously, guys, have something good when you update it. I mean, when I first get the game, I should have the game good and ready to go. It shouldn't have to have an update. Secondly, requiring me to join Uplay right away when I get the game is just a waste of time. It's kind of like Battlelog from Battlefield, but it doesn't work half the time, and it's just stupid. The integration of multiplayer into single-player free roaming is one of the worst ways you could have implemented multiplayer, in my idea. Some people may like it. It's horrible, to me. When I was just playing, just roaming around, and then there's this guy who comes out and shoots me out of nowhere. I don't know why. That's just so annoying. But, and stupid hacking. The hacking where you have to solve the puzzles, it looks like something that I could play on my iPhone or smartphone. It's like a game. It's not even like a simple game that you would play on your phone. They implemented it into a game that they spent $68 million developing. It's just so dumb. And then you have the unrealistic environment. And if you guys have seen that make fun of video, my true next gen experience of Watch Dogs, when you go into in front of trains and stuff, they don't hit you for some reason. I don't know why. And then where the waypoints don't adjust when you make mistakes and don't follow them. And that's just stupid. So what they said at E3 and what comes through to the majority of people, it's really not remarkable like IGN said it was, and it's just a lot. It's not remarkable in any way. And IGN, I think they were, I'm not saying that they were paid to say that, but it's just, I don't know how it received over 70 E3 awards. It looks good at E3, but it doesn't when you play. Another thing I had a problem with is the season pass. Why the heck would you need a season pass to unlock more single-player missions, weapons, and skins and stuff? I mean, you already paid $60 for a game, and you're not going to include the stuff that's supposed to be in the game, and you're going to put a paywall through it? I'm a person, who's very against microtransactions, if you haven't noticed by now, but something that's supposed to be in the game, I get pissed when it's not in there. And another thing is, with the paywall of the season pass, you get to see a new campaign through the eyes of a character called T-Bone, and there's a paywall for that. If you guys already made a campaign, it should already be in the campaign of the $60 version of the game. You shouldn't have to pay another $60 or whatever, how much it is. I didn't even look. Because I'm not going to pay it, even if it's a penny. It should already be in there. For a game that's 5 years in development, what the heck, Ubisoft? What the heck? Now I'm going to go into a list of things that you can't do or are ridiculous in the game. You might recognize it from one of those videos that were they used it for, you know, making fun of the Watch Dogs next gen experience. And here I go. I'm just gonna rant at this point. You can't jump at all. No cops chase you in the water. There's no radio, just a playlist. That pisses me off so much. I got copyrighted in one of my episodes. There's no bullet water impact. Cops don't try to arrest you. They just try to kill you. And there's no car rear view mirror reflection. There's no blood when you hit pedestrians with your car. It's just a generic story with cliche characters. It's not unique in any way or remarkable as IGN called it. There's only one save slot, which is kind of stupid. I mean, last gen GTA 5 had like, what, 10 save slots? And then hacking most of the time is very useless. You can't fight pedestrians. It's PS2 era ragdolls with zero blending. You have running animations from Assassin's Creed, and then there was like this one part of that video where they were making fun of it, where you couldn't like walk through the pole, which was kind of stupid. You can't shoot while driving, and if you flip your car out upside down, you just pop out of it instead of staying in it, which is, you know, this is not next gen quality. In GTA 5, you could, you know, stay in there, and that was, you know, Xbox 360, so, and PS3, so. You see, there's no cheat codes, and the max police wanted level is helicopter and some cars, and then cars suddenly stop if you fall on them. Civilians die in one shot no matter where you shoot them. Everything breaks like sticks, and then there's always one person in the non-playable character's car, even in taxis. So there's one person in a car. There's not like 5 or 6. You know, in like the vans and stuff. So that's kind of very, very unrealistic. You know, stuff like GTA 5 had way better stuff. GTA 5, the map took you so long to cover. This map, you can drive through the whole thing in 5 minutes, literally. And then the story, the main story, takes you only about 10 hours to complete. So there's 10 hours of main story gameplay, which is really not next gen. As you can see, all the reasons I point out, and the list goes on and on and on about, you know, why this game sucks, and I'm not going to rant on about it. I'm already at about like 7 minutes in this video. But Ubisoft has not promised or has not delivered what they have promised, and I'm just really pissed off about why they would do this. And this is why I've stopped my series about I was just going through the campaign, and I'm stopping that series because I don't like to play games that I don't like. I'm just going to go back to some games that are good, you know, even though Battlefield's a little bit broken. What can I do, you know? They're just not promising us what are not delivering what they've said, and, you know, that was just a whole list that came off the top of my head, and from a couple other people that helped me out with it. And it was just, I couldn't take it. I had to make a video about this and why I'm returning it, or I have returned it already, and I've traded it in. The max, you know, people are already starting to trade it in. I actually went to GameStop, and they said they have plenty of returns, so the price that I traded in for was like, what, 20 bucks, where I paid 60 for it. So at least I got a free shirt out of it from the Microsoft store, but hey, what are you guys going to do? So it's been Skill Wacky. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'm out. Peace out.